Coming up next, hear about how police are still investigating a recent bank robbery here in State College.
Plus, not all videos you watch on the internet are true. Find out about the technology behind deepfake.
And see why students organized a street protest in State College. The Center County Report starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Brooke Stake.
And I'm Chip DeFalco. Thanks for joining us for the Center County Report. Our top story. Police are searching for the suspect who robbed a State College bank. The robber hit the PNC Bank on North Atherton Street on Wednesday. Surveillance photos show the suspect, a white man around 5'9" to 6'1". He demanded money and took off with cash on a black mountain bike toward downtown. He's still on the loose this afternoon.
Police departments in Center County receive hundreds of mental health related calls a year, and that number is growing. The challenge of mental health calls in the field is a dangerous one for police, but reporter Casey Zanowick says money from a new grant may help.
The police shooting death of Osaze Osagi in State College is still sparking calls for change. Police serving a mental health warrant killed the 29-year-old after he came after them with a knife. The borough's police department is now adding a social worker position after receiving a critical new grant from the state.
It's a 2-year grant and it's for $150,000 over the 2 years. And the funds will support staff salary and benefits for one position.
Hannah Babis is the grant's author.
You know, it'll be so much easier for a police officer to call upon the social worker if they get a call that has any aspect related to mental health or dealing with any client who they feel could maybe benefit from just having a social worker present.
The money will help establish a social work program. It'll provide preventative services and case management for people dealing with issues related to mental health, homelessness, drug abuse, and family management challenges.
The grant comes nearly 3 years after the police shooting death of Osaze Osagi in State College. His death led to widespread community discussion about how the police should respond to people in mental crises.
County Commissioner Michael Pipe says Osagi's death spurred positive change.
It was a tragedy that's really affects the community to this day. And as part of that, to use it as an opportunity to improve how other individuals in our community get help and get the right kind of treatment for their mental health illnesses.
The department hopes there will be more collaboration among county and local law enforcement agencies to address mental health and social services. In State College, I'm Casey Zanowick for the Center County Report.
The social worker position has just been posted by the police department and applications are already coming in.
A local fire department has a new chief, and she's believed to be the first female fire chief in Center County, and one of the only ones in Pennsylvania. Reporter Madeline Zarkowski is live in Bellefonte with more on the story. Madeline?
I'm here at the Logan Fire Company where Bobby Salvanish now serves as the new chief. I had the opportunity to sit down with her and talk about her career and how this new position could serve as a role model for women with big dreams.
Nothing comes easy. Just work hard and be a good person.
Simple, but effective advice from Bobby Salvanish, the new fire chief at Bellefonte's Logan Fire Company. She's believed to be the first woman chief at any volunteer fire department in Center County. Logan's history dates back to 1870, and Salvanish practically grew up at the station.
I've been in the Logan Fire Company for just about as long as I can remember.
Her mom, dad, both brothers, uncle, and husband have all volunteered here.
The amount of time that we spend here, this literally is our second family. In my case, sometimes it's my real family.
Logan Fire President Paul Klein has known Bobby since she was a child. Her mom, Patricia, was one of the first female firefighters in Bellefonte.
Patricia made a really good name for herself here at the Logans. Very good memories, a very good person, and it's kind of neat to watch Bobby kind of follow up through her mother's steps.
She showed me what it means to be caring, to be humble, and to work hard. She would be ecstatic. She really would. She would be very proud of me. She was proud of me.
Bobby began her fire company journey more than 20 years ago as a yellow helmet. She worked up the ranks, took state certification classes, and earned the respect of others like Tom Hand.
There's no doubt in my mind her tenure as chief here will be a good one, and she will do an excellent job.
Although she's now the chief, Bobby doesn't think of herself any differently.
I'm still me. Nothing has changed besides I have a few more meetings and a little bit more paperwork.
Bobby hopes to be a role model for young girls and women with big dreams.
Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something, because you can. And if you fall down, stand up, brush yourself off, and keep trying.
Salvanish says that although she's now the chief of the Logan Fire Company, she said her firefighters are what really make her team. Live in Bellefonte, I'm Madeline Zarkowski. Back to you.
Thanks, Madeline. A new plan for senior citizen affordable housing has been approved by the College Township Council. The 3-story building will be at the intersection of Trout Road and Pleasant Point Drive. Planned to be named Evergreen Heights, the building is for those who qualify and are 62 and older. The new complex will include a garden, a gazebo, and is near a CATA bus stop. And another high-rise may be coming to Ferguson Township on West College Avenue. The proposed building includes 7 floors of apartments and retail space. Located at the corner of West College Avenue and South Osmond Street, it also includes 2 levels of underground parking. The plan is now under review by the township.
While no new buildings are coming, protecting green space is also on the agenda. Patton Township and the Clearwater Conservancy have agreed to permanently protect Grayswood Preserve. Reporter Zane Gonzalez took a hike to find out what it's all about.
Apartments, high-rises, new construction, it's everywhere. But outside of residential State College, many might still consider rural Center County a cow town, filled with farmland woods. But now, as rapid growth continues in State College, some are making it a priority to maintain that natural identity just outside of town.
There isn't a landscape that you can look at from your windows at home or as you're driving to school or work that isn't something that Clearwater has worked to conserve. So whether you're looking at Bald Eagle Ridge, whether you're looking at the Scotia Barrens, whether you're looking at Rothrock State Forest, our fingerprints are everywhere in this community.
The conservation deal is finalized, and now the 149-acre Grayswoods Preserve is officially protected from future development, a place for hunting, hiking, and other outdoor activities. For Clearwater, this is only a small part of the plan.
But really focusing here in the State College region is the roots of our work. We will continue to restore the streams that are in our backyard, protect open space, and ensure that a growing community has access quickly to open space.
There are a handful of places in State College to get your nature fix, whether it's Mount Nittany, Rothrock State Park, or even the Penn State Arboretum if you don't want to get your boots wet. Regardless of where you choose, places like this have a tendency to bring people together and create the same experiences over time, no matter when you go. So no matter what changes downtown, these places will create the same memories forever. In State College, I'm Zane Gonzalez for the Summit County Report.
Grayswoods Preserve will remain open year-round to the public.
Some Penn State students held a walkout and protest yesterday to support a professor charged, then cleared of criminal charges after a physical altercation. Michael Marandino reports.
Yesterday afternoon, outside of Penn State's Petit Fraternal Library outside of the central entrance, there was a walkout and march protest held in support of one of Penn State's most beloved professors, Oliver Baker. After a physical altercation with the counter-protester at a vaccine mandate rally in August 2021, Baker was charged with harassment, disorderly conduct, and simple assault. On November 8, 2021, Baker was found not guilty on one charge of harassment by Center County District Judge Stephen Lakeman, while the other 2 charges were withdrawn. In January 2022, Baker said via email Penn State has, quote, activated the AC-70 process, which is the dismissal procedure for tenure and tenure-eligible faculty members. On January 13th, Penn State's chapter of the American Association of University Professors released a statement in support of Baker. As you can see behind me, Penn State Students Against Sexist Violence are hosting a walkout and march event in support of Assistant Professor Oliver Baker, who studies in English and African American Studies.
Penn State people, give them hell! It is right to rebel!
We're out
out here protesting today. We had a walkout at 1:20 and we're just waiting here, about to start the march.
People should not lose their job over one person's claim, no matter what.
This walkout in March urged those interested in participating to miss their classes in protest of Penn State administration's, quote, support of racists, rapists, and the repression of an innocent professor. Reporting in State College, I'm Michael Marandino for the Center County Report.
Hundreds of students and faculty signed a document asking the university to stop the firing process against Baker.
The taste of winter is back in Central PA. The weekend forecast is next.
Plus, how Pennsylvania is trying to help police and soldiers fighting in Ukraine. Also coming up, see how you can help a local business raise money for people in Ukraine. Stay with us.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
You're doing great. We're gonna try this again, okay?
Okay.
Wheels, pedals, handlebar, brakes. Sit up straight, keep your weight in the center, keep your eyes on the road, hands on the grips, button the seat. If we feel ourselves falling, what do?
Just keep pedaling.
Good girl. Now remember, it's all about balance and steering. Steer with your hands, steer with your body. Steer into the corners and you stay out of trouble. And the bell's your buddy, so go ahead and ding that. All right, you ready? Here we go. Pedal, honey, pedal. There you go, you're a bike rider.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
Pennsylvania may soon send help to Ukraine as it defends itself against Russian attacks. As the war drags on, state officials say the Pennsylvania State Police and State Capitol Police are donating used body armor like this to Ukrainians, as long as the federal government approves. The two agencies have more than 100 bulletproof vests they are no longer using. Other help for Ukraine is coming from State College. The Family Clothesline is selling shirts that offer both visual and financial support for people there. The shirts feature Ukraine's national flower, a sunflower, overlapped with the blue peace sign. Underneath is the hashtag #StandWithUkraine in blue and yellow. For every shirt sold, the store promises to donate $10 through the UN Refugee Agency.
We are able to react very quickly and help provide refugees with critical supplies like medicine, clean water, food, and tents.
The war images coming out of Ukraine are heartbreaking, but some other images are making people question what's real and what's not. A fake, manipulated video of Ukrainian President Zelensky recently surfaced on social media, and that's left many to wonder how these deepfake videos are made and recognized. Brittany Bennett reports.
This isn't the first time deepfake technology has been used. There was President Obama's public service announcement in 2018,
saying anything at any point in time.
Jennifer Lawrence's Golden Globe speech in 2019.
Yeah, I was just really surprised.
And Tom Cruise's TikToks last year.
If you don't have.
But none of these people were actually them saying what they said. Political figures and celebrities are often the target of so-called deepfake technology.
Deepfakes are synthetic media made by neural networks. Most can be created simply through the desktop computer, your laptop, or your cell phone.
Sharon Hong says there are ways to easily identify synthetic video.
Sometimes the synchronization between these different parts of the face do not look that real, so blurry. And for instance, I've seen deepfake videos where, let's say you have somebody has a beard, and as the person moves around, the beard doesn't move, things like that.
Hong says, although deepfakes are often looked at negatively, there can be positives to this technology.
For instance, people use these techniques to generate houses or floor plans, automatically generate houses and house or floor plans. They can use these techniques to help with interior design, planning out the interior design. And other times, maybe they can use these techniques to generate simulation data.
Deepfake detection software is now in use by companies like Facebook and Google to help combat disinformation that may stem from deepfakes. In University Park, I'm Brittany Bennett for the Center County Report.
Ukraine's President Zelensky responded in a real video denying the deepfake video claims and calling it an act of provocation.
Hello everyone, I'm Penn State student meteorologist Jacob Hare. Taking a live look at Beaver Stadium, you can see clouds are draped across the university. If you were walking about this morning, you would know that we had sunny skies, but a storm system is approaching us and that's giving us some cloudy skies. Temperatures are 45 degrees, winds out of the west at 17 miles per hour. They're going to be gusty this weekend, and in fact, you can see 39 degrees in Erie, but the wind direction is coming out of the northeast, and that's indicative of those lower temperatures that are going to be coming. As you can see, 24 in International Falls. Our low temperatures can get down into the teens. Here are these clouds stretching across the state. You can see up in Erie, they're starting to get some rain and snow showers. And if we zoom in and see exactly where this storm system is at, you can see in Ohio and Indiana, we have some speckling of rain showers. That's going to be moving our way as we head into this evening and tonight. So here is our future radar. You can see 7:45 p.m. tonight, some rain showers across western Pennsylvania. Higher elevations in Johnstown, you can see some mix of some snow. Eastern Pennsylvania going to be a little bit drier than western Pennsylvania as it's hard for that precipitation to get over the mountains, but you can see everything turns into snow as those temperatures will be dropping as we have that cold air coming from Canada. So in addition with this cold air and these precipitation, you can see these winds are going to be gusty throughout this weekend. That's going to lower our temperatures even further and make it feel even colder for this time of the year. Average high is 49 and we can be 15 degrees below that. Going further into the future with the European model, Monday is going to be rather dry, maybe some snow into the northern tier of Pennsylvania, but then it's going to be into the middle part of next week where we're going to see a new storm system come up, and that's going to give us plenty of rain showers. So for today, it is going to be 51 degrees, developing clouds as we've already seen throughout Pennsylvania. Tonight, 37 degrees, off and on rain showers possible with the scattered showers associated with this system. And then tomorrow, 46 degrees, overcast conditions, but the winds are going to be out of the west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. So here is your 7-day forecast. You can see that the temperatures will be dropping as we head into the weekend. A little bit of snow showers here and there. But the moral of the story is that you want to keep those winter jackets out because those conditions will be cold.
Yeah, just like you said, it looks like the winter temperatures aren't going away anytime soon.
Sure. That warm weather was fun while it lasted. Now here's Eric with sports.
Thanks, Chip. Next in sports, a national champion crowned in State College. Why the event was so big for Penn State. And missing your favorite Penn State football stars? Don't worry, we have coverage of the Nittany Lions Pro Day as some of the blue and white's best get ready to jump to the NFL.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Hi, I'm Peter. And there's nothing I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends. Come on in! Help yourself to anything. That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ate than never. To learn more, visit SaveTheFood.com.
This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Remember that to love America is to love all Americans, because love has no labels.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
So you see, son, good manners are important. Should I go through it again?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Exactly. Always say please, thank you, you're welcome, excuse me, sit up straight, hold doors open for ladies. If the door's locked, knock first, don't burp, don't swear, don't stare, don't use bad language, or talk with your mouth full, keep your elbows off the table.
What table?
Don't interrupt. Cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. On the bus, give your seat up to anybody who has trouble standing. Bottom line, treat others the way you want to be treated. Got it?
Got it.
Good talk.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
I'm Eric Fenstermaker with sports. Penn State football has strapped on the pads again and started up spring practice. After going 7-6 this past season, the Nittany Lions have brought in some big-time recruits, including Drew Aller and Nick Singleton. But they're not the only new faces in the program.
Obviously, going into the spring, obviously the biggest adjustment is with Manny Diaz as our defensive coordinator. I think that's gone extremely well.
Spring practice ends with the Blue-White game on April 23rd. Before the first name gets called in the NFL draft, a few Nittany Lions had one more chance to show off their talent. Reporter Chip DeFalco went to Haluba Hall for Pro Day.
15 Nittany Lions turned out for Penn State's Pro Day, hoping to improve their stock before the NFL draft next month. While some players were looking to get noticed by scouts, others were trying to prove to the league what they already believe.
I truly believe I am the best receiver in the draft. I'm right up there with the top guys.
While potential first-round pick Jahan Dotson opted out of the 40-yard dash and three-cone drill, he did not disappoint during receiver workouts, connecting with quarterback Sean Clifford on all kinds of routes. Attention also focused on safety Jaquan Brisker, who was maybe the biggest winner of the day. Brisker's time at the NFL Combine ended short after tweaking his back during the bench press, and he took advantage of his second chance. He improved on his numbers with a 44-second 40-yard dash time, 10'4" broad jump, and 38.5-inch vertical, and did some drills he missed at the Combine. He hopes Pro Day boosted his draft stock.
Just coming out here, it was a step forward. I went from 34.5 to 38.5. Just my times changed, and then out here, I caught every ball. I look like very smooth, so really a step forward.
In University Park, I'm Chip DeFalco for the Center County Report.
This year's NFL Draft begins April 28th in Las Vegas. Penn State baseball returns to the Diamond tonight to open Big Ten play against Rutgers. The Lions will look to try and get back to winning after dropping 2 straight home games. On Tuesday, Penn State fell to Youngstown State 2-1. Despite taking the early lead and recording 12 strikeouts, the Nittany Lions gave up runs to the Penguins in the 6th and 9th innings that ultimately cost them the game. First pitch tonight is set for 6 p.m. Penn State Wrestling is savoring its latest national championship after its big wins in Detroit, a team title and 5 individual titles. Roman Bravo Young, Nick Lee, Carter Starachi, Aaron Brooks, and Max Dean all won championships. The Nittany Lions clinched the team title when Greg Kirkville won his consolation semifinal bout. Penn State secured the top spot with nearly 40 more points than second-place Michigan. Penn State hosted the NCAA Women's Hockey National Championship last weekend. While the Nittany Lions didn't make the Frozen Four, the event was still a win for the university and Central PA. Zach Kirschman reports.
The nation's 4 best women's hockey teams, Ohio State, Yale, Minnesota Duluth, and Northeastern, battled in the Frozen Four at Pagula Ice Arena. For the first time in history, the games aired on national radio. Penn State's hockey voice, Brian Tripp, called the action.
I think it's an awesome opportunity for these athletes, and the women's hockey game continues to grow each and every year. These are special athletes, not just the best female hockey players, but some of the best hockey players in the entire country and the entire world.
Even though Penn State didn't make it to the tournament, athletic director Sandy Barber says the Nittany Lions want to make an impact on college hockey.
taking our place amongst the best in women's college hockey, and the opportunity to show off Pegula, show off our hospitality.
The vision of Terry and Kim Pegula was to build an arena that not only would have great and competitive and championship-winning men's and women's programs, which they have, but also to bring hockey in Central PA.
It was a great showcase for women's collegiate hockey, and what a great showcase for Pegula. And once again, Penn State comes away from that as kind of being known as best in class, best in the business in terms of hosting high-level events like that.
Ohio State beat Minnesota Duluth for the title. In University Park, I'm Zach Gershman for the Center County Report.
That's all for sports. Now back to you at the anchor desk.
Thanks, Eric. Coming up next, if you're in high school, prom season can be an expensive time of year. But see how a group of local students are trying to help families save money.
Taught him how to hit a baseball, how to hit a receiver, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
It's almost prom season, and Bellefonte Area High School is hosting a special volunteer event today and tomorrow to help seniors get ready. Meredith Lee has the story.
Spring has sprung, and that means one very important thing for upperclassmen at Bellefonte High School. The senior ball is just around the corner. But for many students, buying a suit or a dress can be a serious financial hardship. The typical cost for a gown ranges in the hundreds. That's why the senior class officers at Bellefonte High are hosting a gown and suit swap, where students can come in to find a look for their special day at no cost. The senior officers here at Bellefonte Area High School have spent the past month gathering lightly used dresses, tuxedos, and gowns to prepare for this weekend's event. They hope that making these resources available will help all students say yes to their dream dress attire. Senior class president Dominic Nelson, who organized this event, says it's only possible thanks to the tight-knit community.
I just want to see students be able to have the attire to get a senior ball because I am the senior class president, and we have been working towards a senior ball for a couple years. We've been trying to get the funding, so I believe it's the right of all students to be able to come to this.
The gown and suit swap happens in the high school mailroom today from 4 to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. In Bellefonte, I'm Meredith Lee for the Center County Report.
The Bellefonte Senior Ball is set for on Saturday, May 14th at Beaver Stadium. Sounds like a lot of fun.
It sure does. That's all for today's newscast. We hope you'll join us next Friday for our next local news update.
But you can follow us anytime for breaking news on our Center County Report Twitter. And you can see our stories on our Facebook page and our website. Have a good weekend.